Okay, so here we go again. Today is day 50 after Gert has passed away. I made a video 5 days ago on day 45 of him passing away, and it was basically 20 minutes of me crying, so yeah. But I promised to make another video and also talk a little bit about the last book he was writing and about Gert, of course. Something I haven't mentioned in the last video, which I really want to mention, is that when this complication happened in Gert's body due to the leukemia and the medicine he was using and him being radiated 1.5 years ago for his stem cell transplant, it was a very a complication doesn't occur a lot. The odds of it happening, the doctor told me, 2%. Later on the internet I found 2 to 35% in cases. But usually the other way around, that they get this medicine and then after that being radiated, and that this complication occurs. It's a very harsh complication, and oh, here we go again. I can assure you, Gert went quick. It was 2 days, and he fought those 2 days. He fought like everything in him to stay with me. He fought like a lion. Oh my gosh, he fought so hard, and he made it actually longer than they said he would. They didn't expect him to make it through. Well, actually, they didn't expect him to make it through the beginning of the night from Thursday to Friday. And he made it all the way through that night until the Friday morning, 23rd of April, when he died. But he fought. He was really a fighter, and that's what got him this far in his leukemia journey. Because he had leukemia for almost 4 years. And every time he would just keep having faith in God and keep fighting and keep being positive and keep also living his life. He told me at a certain point, I mean, in the beginning sometimes he would say the leukemia, and at a certain point he just had enough of it, and he's like, I'm Gert and I happen to have leukemia, and you know, I will win this battle. It's already 2-0, so we're gonna make it 3-0. And he almost succeeded if it wasn't for this stupid complication. It's called SOS, if anybody wants to look it up. And basically it made the liver fail, and quick. Because I wanted them to do a liver transplant. I mean, they could have taken my liver. I wanted him to have a liver transplant, but they said he was too weak, it was happening too fast, and he was a cancer patient, and I do think they did everything possible for him. He had a good doctor, so I'm not complaining about the treatment. And the fact that he had already survived up until now was a miracle in itself. But I just wanted people to know out there how much he fought. At a certain point, the doctors come and they said, listen, you are really, really gonna die very soon, and do you want morphine? He said, no. Are you short of breath? Are you like, you know, do you have enough oxygen? And he's like, I'm fine. And they ask him, are you in pain? And he says, no. And then they ask him, are you afraid of dying? Probably because he was fighting so hard. he said he wasn't scared of dying, but he was scared for me. And he said something else, which I'm not going to repeat here. But he wanted to fight to stay here for me. Because he's in a better place now. I know that. And I'm struggling to cope here without him. And my timeline, the way, what I can see with my eyes here is just finite. And I know God is infinite, and I know that there's a lot that I don't know. Gosh, it's gonna be 20 minutes of me crying again, I guess. I'm so sorry. I really am. I wanted to talk more about Gert and his book, so I'll try to keep it together. This is something I bought for him years ago. Let's see if you guys can see it. It says, "Be strong and courageous." It's the Bible text, Joshua 1 verse 9, with a lion on the wood. Because Gert always made me think of lion. Yeah. There's also this song from his favorite band, Skillet. The song text goes about lions. I wanted to share with you my last note I had written for him. Some of you might think it's childish, but Gert and I used to write each other little notes, and yeah, I'm basically still very childlike, and I would even put stickers on it. Dinosaur stickers. Because Gert and I both liked dinosaurs. It says, "Dear Gert, I love you and I like who we are becoming. I can't wait till we can do more fun stuff together. Like going to Dino World again, or going to a party, dancing, kayaking, camping, or even just staying in bed all day and cuddling. Love, me." Oh man, I miss his arms around me, and there's so much I miss. I miss like his smile and his optimism and everything, every single thing, even things that, used to annoy me, like him talking so much. He would talk a lot about apologetics. For anybody who hasn't seen any of his other videos, he was an apologetic, which means defending of the Christian faith through science. And he was actually just becoming one. And I've been now started following a lot of accounts that he was following, like David Woods, Frank Turek, and I even found a woman apologetics, Melissa Doherty. I don't know, but he would talk to me so much about it, and to be honest, I sometimes I was tired because of work, and I wouldn't really listen pay close attention. I'm a Christian, and I'm trusting God even now, even though I'm like, I have no idea how God could think I can survive without Gert, but I'm trying to trust God, and but I'm not nowhere like Gert was, and Gert was a real like Bible scholar, and he knew so much. So I kind of miss that, and I kind of miss like going to him with hard questions, because he would always seek to find an answer for me. His favorite Bible text is "But sanctify the Lord God in your hearts, and always be ready to give a defense to everyone who asks you a reason for the hope that is in you, with meekness and fear." 1 Peter 3 verse 15. So I started reading the last book he was reading, and I wanted to share some things of this book. It says here, "Proof, of course, is no substitute for faith, which is essential to our salvation and for the communion with God. Nor is the study of apologetics disrespectful to our faith. Rather, it arguments it, informs it, bolsters it, and reinvigorates it. Were it otherwise, the Bible would not say, "Always be prepared to give an answer to everyone who asks you to give the reason for the hope that you have." And that's what Gert did. I myself, I don't have answers for the hope that I have. You know, there have been people around me that I've had someone around me who is now doubting because this person knew Gert was such a good person, and like, why would God allow Gert, of all people, to die? And I don't know. I don't have an answer. I'm sorry. He was one of the best men alive, yes. And for me, he was the best man on the planet, on the whole, that ever lived, actually. Well, except for Jesus, of course, but I really, really love him, and I still do, and I always will. I know that. In fact, that's something, you know, I would often say to him, or make like a picture or write down, and I loved you yesterday, I love you still, I always have, and I always will, and still applicable. That doesn't stop. I mean, anyone out there who thinks it stops has clearly not lost someone yet. Another thing I want to share out of the book. One who claims to be a skeptic of one set of beliefs is actually a true believer of another set of beliefs. This is something that really resonated with Gert as well, because he really believed that it's okay to be skeptic, but to know that you are probably being skeptic because you're looking through your own experiences and your own beliefs, and it's hard to let that go. And it's something he had been trying for years, actually, to let it go and look at science with absolutely no set of glasses that you're looking through, you know, to look at science like with no pre-beliefs. Gert was always better at explaining it than me. But he found out, you know, everybody has a set of beliefs, and the challenge is if you can look skeptical at your own set of beliefs and know that if you're being skeptic of something, it's probably because you're having your own set of beliefs. So to challenge that. Sorry. I shouldn't let long gaps of me not saying anything be in the video, because I don't know how to cut them out. Every worldview, including atheism, requires a degree of faith. Even skeptics have faith. They have faith that skepticism is true. Likewise, agnostics have faith that agnosticism is true. There is no neutral position when it comes to beliefs. As Philip Johnson so aptly put it, one who claims to be a skeptic of one set of beliefs is actually a true believer of another set of beliefs. In other words, atheists who are naturally skeptical of Christianity turn out to be true believers in atheism. As we shall see, if they are honest with the evidence, they need a lot more faith to maintain their atheistic beliefs than Christians need to maintain theirs. It's a good book. I can't read, you know, everything from the book, but I just wanted to share just a couple of things. And as always, like Gert would encourage people to think for themselves. and to share a little bit of Gert with the world. And yeah, I don't know how long I'll be posting these. I'll share a little bit about my grief process. I'm still writing, for the people who didn't see the last video. I write a lot through my grief process, and it's just, you know, my thoughts and my things, and yeah, I'm trying to write through it. And grief is something weird. This morning I felt very numb waking up. Usually most mornings I'm very sad, but this morning I felt very numb waking up. And after that I felt sad, and then I looked at pictures and I felt sad and angry, and I don't know who I'm angry at, because I'm not angry at God. But it's such a roller coaster of emotions, grief. If you know anybody out there who is going through the process of grieving, be gentle with them, because this is hard. This is like a workout on a workout on a workout, and I am just absolutely emotionally, physically, all facets in life drained, to be honest. I was looking at pictures this morning, and there's this picture. This is not even 9 months ago. This was in August 2020. And oh gosh, I'm not sure if you guys could see that, but it's a picture of Gert carrying me. And I have so much lovely pictures, to be honest. If you want to see them, they're on my Instagram mostly. My Instagram is TessaRoJane. And my channel is from Jane. I will probably be posting this on Gert's channel and my channel again. Thinking about doing a few videos through the grief process on my channel, but whenever I want to talk about Gert or talk about, you know, the apologetics or the things he was busy with, I will also post it on his channel. I'm not sure how often I'm going to do that, but yeah. So let me know if you have any questions, and see you next time. Bye.